Good morning, everybody. This is Jackie from the Oracle Times, and this is the Taurus July 2020 forecast reading. I will repeat as I always do, I record from the bushveld in South Africa, which means that my internet can be a bit dodgy at times, so I might disappear for a second or two, but I will be back shortly. I've had a very good run lately. I haven't been disappearing at all. Okay, so I'm going to be doing oracle cards, tarot cards, and finishing up with the relationship reading. Let's start with your oracle cards, Taurus, and see what's in store for you for the month of July 2020. Right, I have shuffled already, so I'm just doing a little bit of an extra shuffle. First card up for you guys is Round and Round, which tells me that you are back at a point that you started at some time ago with a situation. You feel as if you might be going round in circles. This card always says however much you feel like you're going round in circles, you're actually spiraling upwards. So even though you feel like you've been here before, it might even feel like deja vu, and you might feel like you're going to go through the same set of circumstances. Good morning, Night Diamonds. And you might feel like you're going through the same set of circumstances all over again. This is not the case. You're going to be going through a slight variation of it. And you've actually moved up a level. So by the time you come to the same point again in this situation, things will have shifted somewhat. Okay? But it'll seem familiar. It'll definitely seem familiar. Right, next card for you guys is Truth Be Told. This card comes up generally when a situation. Oh, good morning or good evening, Tanya from South Australia. Yes, you guys are totally different time to us, right? So this card comes up when a situation arises like this one has, where you feel you've been here before, and there's a certain amount of introspection involved. You kind of question yourself, like, why am I here again? And this time when you get there, you sort of say, you know what, maybe I did this, maybe I thought that, maybe I said that, and maybe that's why I'm here. Maybe you want to achieve something and you haven't got there, and you finally say to yourself, you know what, I maybe need to try a totally different tack. What I've been doing just keeps getting me back into the same place again. There's a certain element of an aha moment here, like a truth comes to the surface and you recognize it for what it is, okay? But this is to do with you. No one else tells you that truth. You recognize it yourself. And it's definitely got to do with that situation where you feel like you might have been here before and here we go again. But this time that truth that you sort of face up to, whether it's trying a new tactic, whether it's doing something different, whether it's recognizing you have done something. New York, my goodness, you guys are from everywhere. This is so cool. Okay, I'm in the bush, which is like totally different to New York. It must be the opposite extreme. I keep promising to take you guys on a drive with me in the bush here. I'm going to do it sometime. Right, so the next card is Never Ending Story. What this is saying is, and it rhymes very nicely with these other two cards, maybe the truth is, maybe the thing you realize is, you tell yourself a story, and I always say, it's a story with a bad ending. That's how you recognize you shouldn't be telling yourself the story. So maybe some part of you always goes, right, I'm going to try this and I'm going to do that. And right at the back of your mind goes, but you know it's not going to work. And you kind of almost picture it not working. Well, the time has come for you to totally change that story. It needs a good ending, and you need to script a good ending for yourself. And when you start telling yourself the story that doesn't have a good ending, write a new ending for it. You know, what is interesting about this card is it can become prophetic. You can actually start living out that story that you tell yourself. That's the part you don't want. I mean, that is going round and round in circles, isn't it? So this month in July, you get the chance to fix that. You get the chance to write a new story and live a new life. The Observer says, sometimes we jump to conclusions, and sometimes we think, oh, here I go again in the same circle, same people, same situations. But you know what? The Observer says, pay attention, because something has shifted and changed. And I can tell you right now, given all these eclipses lately, something has definitely shifted and changed. Even though it all looks awfully familiar to you, something has definitely shifted, okay? So tell a different story this time, believe a different story this time, live a different story. And if you pay close attention, you're going to see what has changed. It's going to show up for you. This is right at the top of the deck. And I'm going to show it to you because I saw it, and I'm going to show it to you. Now, serendipity is about being in the right time in the right place. And that is also a lot to do with being the observer. If one is too busy and you don't give time to just sit back and go, okay, let me check this out. Let me see what's happening here. You might miss that of being in the right time and the right place and having a really, really good luck experience of something. So it's quite a setup of cards. It's basically feeling like you're in that same place all over again. You kind of have an aha moment as to why that keeps happening. You start telling yourself a story with a different ending, one with a good ending, okay? You pay attention to what is going on because something has definitely shifted and changed. And in the paying attention, you have a massive stroke of luck. This is a lovely, lovely card to be getting. Okay, let's see the tarot card. This tarot deck is very intuitive. It's not a traditional tarot deck. I pay attention to the number of the card, what number is on the card, but mostly whatever illustration on the card tells a great big story. So let's see what it is for you. Okay, Two of Fire. This is coming up quite a lot. This is a partnership. It can literally be a partnership with somebody, and that somebody is literally very much your equal. They have the same fire you do, the same determination you do, the same kind of thoughts that you do, okay? So if you were antagonistic of each other, there could be problems, but you're not. This card says the two of you work well together. You have the same determination, the same passion for somebody. So it could very well, that could be your stroke of luck, that you meet up with someone that feels very much the same way you do about a project, a path you're going to walk. For some of you, that's definitely the case, for some Taurians. The other side of this is Two of Fire, and I feel that for some of you is you come up with a project, a career goal, something like that, and it is a partnership for you. Do you understand that? You take on this career, this partnership, this path, this goal, whatever it may be, and it feels almost like a partnership to you, and you are very fired up about it. So that is very nice news. And this is definitely, you come about it in a stroke of luck, okay? Because you take kind of an observer seat and you watch for a little bit. So it's complete luck that it happens, that it's something brilliant. And the fire is all about that, you know, that really feeling like you want to do it and get stuck in there and enjoying the collaboration with either a person or an organization or a project or a goal or something like that. Okay, and this is the 10 of Air. Now, the 10 of Air in traditional tarot decks is normally the 10 of Swords, and that ain't a good card. In this deck, it's a lovely card. This speaks about leaving behind that which really had you pinned down and feeling miserable. And I know one Taurian that is definitely at that stage in their lives at the moment. They've made that decision, and it's a very big decision. So you're probably going to be making that some kind of decision, but you making it for yourself. It is not forced on you, okay? It's a big shift change you're making to move yourself out of a situation that had you feeling very pinned down. Nice reading, guys, especially with that stroke of luck of it. Luck is always important. Anyway, I feel like that. You know, one can have the best, you can be positive and you can be thrilled about things and you can have a brilliant plan, but you always need luck on your side. That's my personal belief anyway. And you guys have luck on your side in the month of July. So that's awesome. Right, relationship reading. I'm going to read for those of you that are in established relationship as well as those of you that are looking for relationships. I will read what it says on the card first, otherwise you ask me. But I'm going to tell you the story more of what these cards present, the selection of cards present. So first card up for you guys is children. Your love life is being affected by children. Having children, lack of children, wanting children, this is playing a part in your established relationships as well as those looking for relationships. Also wanting to have more fun, okay? A lot of Taurians are wanting to have more fun, and that is the childlike aspect within you that is needing to have fun. And I feel this is more the case for those of you that are watching this than anything else. You need to have more fun. You're feeling it kind of like a real urge, and it could impact on breaking up relationships. That has been happening with some Taurians. Others of you will look for someone that is fun. Others of you that are in established relationships that are going to remain established, you just want to put more fun in it in the month of July. And that's not a bad idea, okay? That's obviously an indication of it'll help your relationship. You'll feel better. Everything will just go more swimmingly, right? Then the next card that comes is honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. It rhymes perfectly with this card. I'm going to say to those of you that are looking for a relationship, go somewhere foreign, not necessarily over a border, but that's not in your normal comfort zone. Okay, so if you frequent certain places, go somewhere different. Go to a restaurant that's different if you can. I know there's different rules for everybody at the moment. We can go to restaurants here in South Africa. Go to an Italian restaurant. If you always go to the same restaurant, try a different restaurant. There's a chance of meeting somebody different there, okay? And those of you in established relationships, the same applies. Do something different. Go somewhere different. Do something out of your normal to have that fun that you Taurians are really wanting in the month of July. Right, one more card for you guys. Let's see what it is. Oh, I got two instead. Well, we'll go with that. So, romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Forgiving and learning, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present. So what do these two say together with all the rest of the cards? So Taurus needs to have more fun. They need to go out and find a different experience somewhere, either with a partner or if they're looking for a new partner. They will find that an old relationship dynamic can for a while be healed and put on the back shelf or completely healed. And they can find somebody who's fun and they have romantic feelings for them there. Or if it's an established relationship, go out somewhere different with a different flavor. Different flavor is the word that keeps coming through here. So if it's a restaurant or a place or an experience, whatever. And you can kind of re-establish that bond with your partner. If it has been a bit dodgy of late, we've all been cooped up with people for a little bit too long probably. Hence the probably fun waning a bit because things become a bit predictable, don't they? So it's somewhere different with a different flavor. It'll really you respond to it. Your inner child will be thrilled, and you can heal some kind of rift maybe between the two of you. Might just be a small one, but it can be healed, and you can reestablish that contact between the two of you. Okay, but there's also a good chance that is where you can meet somebody that will make you feel those romantic feelings. Okay, and it'll be someone fun, and you'll have fun with them. Right, I do hope that you enjoyed that reading. Thank you for chatting to me. That's like really enjoyable. If you'd like a personal or private reading, I will put the link in the description box below. I do an amazing soulmate reading. Once this video is processed, I'll put that link and it takes you to my website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking. Thank you very much, and subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Sending you hugs and blessings for the month of July, and we'll speak again soon.